Welcome back again. In our previous class, we discussed that definition of photosynthesis and factors of photosynthesis, internal factors and external factors, and the properties of light and site of photosynthesis. The photosynthesis can takes place inside a organelle called chloroplast. This chloroplast is a three-membraned structure. Outer two membranes are formed as envelope, inner two membranes formed as grana, and the fluid part of chloroplast is known as stroma. Inside the stroma, certain mRNA, tRNA, DNA molecules are present, some granules are there. Especially inside the chloroplast, there are certain pigments are there. The pigments, what is a pigment? Means here our second topic is mechanism of photosynthesis. Mechanism of photosynthesis. Generally, the photosynthesis occur in the chloroplast molecules. Just now we discussed. Chloroplast is a organelle which contain many pigments. What are the pigments? Means inside the chloroplast there are many pigments forms light harvesting complex. So approximately in light harvesting complex there are more than 200 pigments are present. These what are pigment? What are pigments? Means pigment is a molecule which observes the specific wavelength of the visible light. Inside the pigment, the light energy is observed which convert into chemical energy by the process of photosynthesis process. Here how means when we take the chloroplast organelle, here just now we discussed in our previous class, this is chloroplast envelope, this is stroma, and here this piled group is known as granum. When we take one grana outside, this is a granum. The grana also covered with the lipid part. What is that, Nana? Lipid part. This is a lipid part of the granum. The empty space present inside this thylakoid, one part is known as thylakoid. This piled group is known as complete grana, hence it is known as grana thylakoid. This is also grana thylakoid, and these grana thylakoids are interconnected by stroma thylakoids. When we take out one thylakoid here, the name thylakoid was given by Menke, and here these thylakoid covered with the lipid membrane. This is the lipid membrane of the thylakoid, which contain the empty space present inside the thylakoid is known as thylakoid lumen. Here in this thylakoid, on the lipid part of the thylakoid, in the central there is a chlorophyll molecule is present. Along with the chlorophyll, there are other accessory pigments are there. This all the chlorophyll molecule and other accessory pigments together forming light harvesting complex. That means on the lipid part there are light harvesting complex is there. This light harvesting complex convert the light energy to chemical energy. There are two light harvesting complexes are present on the chloroplast. The first one is light harvesting complex 1, LHC1 and LHC2. There are two complexes are present on the grana thylakoid. Only one complex is present, a light harvesting complex is present inside the stroma thylakoid. Now when you see this here, chlorophyll and what are the pigments of the photosynthesis. Before entering into the mechanism, we must know what are the photosynthetic pigment. Photosynthetic pigments. We already discussed that inside the chloroplast photosynthesis process is taking places, where exactly chlorophyll molecules and other accessory pigments are involved in the process of photosynthesis. Then what are the different types of pigments are there? Means the main chloroplast main photosynthetic pigments are there. These main pigments are chlorophyll molecules, and other accessory pigments are there. What is that, Nana? Other accessory pigments are there. So these other accessory pigments are carotenoids, and these carotenoids are two types again, keratin and xanthophylls, and next one is known as phycocyanin, allophycocyanin. These three are known as phycobilins. The other accessory pigments are mainly carotenoids. Carotenoids are two types, keratin and xanthophylls, and phycobilins. Main phycobilins are three types. One is phycoerythrin, allophycocyanin, and phycoerythrin. These are the three considered as phycobilins. Then what are the main pigments? Chlorophyll molecules are considered as a main photosynthetic pigment. The name chlorophyll was given by Pelletier, as we discussed already, Pelletier and Cavento, and the chemical structure of these chlorophyll molecules was given by Frey and Wissling, and according to that, the following types of chlorophyll molecules are there. The chlorophyll molecules are chlorophyll A, chlorophyll B, chlorophyll C, chlorophyll D, chlorophyll E, and even bacteria also consist of some kind of chlorophylls, that is bacteriochlorophyll A and bacteriochlorophyll B, Chlorobium 650, Chlorobium 750, these type of molecules are present inside. These are the different types of chlorophyll molecules are present inside the entire plant kingdom. The main chlorophyll pigments, the chlorophyll A and chlorophyll B, are most probably present in all the well developed plants. Chlorophyll C present inside the some kind of algae, brown algae. Chlorophyll D is present inside the red algae, and remaining are most probably present inside the algae, and finally bacteriochlorophyll B present inside the bacteria, Chlorobium 650, Bacterioviridin. In that, bacterial chlorophyll will be observed. And coming to that chemical structure of chlorophyll A, chlorophyll A is blue-green in color. And if you see the chemical formula of chlorophyll, C55H72O5N4Mg, means inside the chlorophyll there are two structures are there. That structure is known as head. Head is otherwise called as 4-phyrin, and next one is known as tail. Means the 4-phyrin containing 4 pyrrole rings. How many? 4 pyrrole rings. Pyrrole rings are there. Pyrrole rings means, for example, when you take magnesium is an inorganic molecule present inside the chlorophyll, which containing 4 pyrrole rings. If nitrogen is present with this type of ring means that is known as pyrrole ring. This is considered as pyrrole ring. How many pyrrole rings are there? 4. Very good. 4 pyrrole rings are present inside it, and this to the third carbon tail part is attached to it. If you see chemical structure here, this is a magnesium, and 1, 2, 3, 4 pyrrole rings are there. To this third pyrrole ring, the tail is attached. Now, when you see the chlorophyll B, it is olive green in structure, in color, and if you see the chemical formula C55, H70 and O6 N4 Mg. What is the major difference between chlorophyll A and chlorophyll B is, in chlorophyll A, their methyl group is attached to the third pyrrole ring. Here first, second, third pyrrole ring, here methyl group is attached. In case of B, in the place of methyl group, CHO is attached. That is the reason why this comes H50O6N4Mg. However, chlorophyll A is considered as a primary photosynthetic pigment. Chlorophyll B considered as a accessory pigment which is present inside the chloroplast. However, chlorophyll A and chlorophyll B is present in the LHC and LHC1 and LHC2. These chlorophyll A and chlorophyll B and other accessory pigments, just now I told, C40 H56 is considered as a keratin, and if you take xanthophyll along with these carbon, hydrogen, oxygen also present. The chemical formula of xanthophyll is C40 H56 and O2. This is the chemical structure of the keratin and xanthophylls. Keratins, xanthophylls, phycobilins along with the chlorophyll B formed as a accessory pigment, whereas chlorophyll A considered as a main photosynthetic pigment. So, how the mechanism takes place inside the chloroplast we will discuss now. And here what is happening initially when you take that, this is a thylakoid pot, this is the thylakoid lumen, and it is a lipid part of the thylakoid, Inside here, in the lipid part of the thylakoid, there is a chlorophyll A molecule is present, and this is surrounded by approximately 250 to 400 other kinds of pigments, all together formed as a light harvesting complex. I already told you that there are two pigments are present. This is known as photosystem 2, or this is known as photosystem or pigment system 1. Then outside of this there is stroma is present. This structure we have taken only one thylakoid. These type of thylakoids, many are there in the stroma. Means here what is the main purpose of accessory pigments means they can observe the light which is high intensified light and which pass the low intensified light to the main photosynthetic pigment, which means accessory pigments are preventing the effect of the high intensified light to the main photosynthetic pigment. But however, here means in the photosynthesis process mainly three processes are taking places. One is taking places in presence of light, one is taking places in absence of light. So, in the mechanism there are two stages will be observed. One is known as light reaction, second one is known as dark reaction. Now, this light reaction occur on the grana thylakoid pot, whereas dark reaction occur inside the stroma, not thylakoid. Stroma, it is a fluid like structure. Grana thylakoid as well as stroma thylakoid, it is taking places. Now here how inside these pigments are present. Just now we discussed what is pigment, what is reaction center. Especially when you take the pigment, just now we already discussed that pigment is a molecule. It is responsible for absorption of the specific wavelength of the visible light. After absorption, the main reaction center is inside the PS2. P680 is the reaction center, and if you take the PS1, P700 means near the 700 nanometers it will absorb it light, near the 680 it will absorb. So the reaction center of PS2 is P680, the reaction center of PS1 is P700. So there are two reaction centers, two light harvesting complexes are there, the main reactions will occur. Along with this, these are responsible for light phase. So now we will enter into actual the mechanism process. In the mechanism, main two steps are there. In the mechanism of photosynthesis, in this process the mechanism involved mainly two processes. One is known as light process, second one is known as dark process or dark phase. Dark phase. Now we will discuss the light phase. During light phase, this light phase is also known as photochemical process. Photochemical process, which means which takes place in presence of the light, which occur only presence of light, hence it is known as photochemical process, and which occur on the grana of the thylakoid, which location, which takes place or which occur on the grana of the thylakoid. In this light reaction, majorly light first phase, light absorption takes place. Light absorption takes place. The second place, photolysis of water, means what is photolysis we will discuss later. Photolysis of water will occur. Photolysis of water will occur. Third step, oxygen will be evolved in this process. Oxygen also will be evolved. Next, reduction of NADPH. Reduction of NADPH also formed in this reaction. How these three processes will occur, we'll see here. Whenever here PS1, PS2 is there, just now we discussed here PS2 is present, PS2, and the reaction center is P680. Here PS1, photosystem 1 or pigment system 1, here the reaction center is PS1. As this is present inside the chloroplast, chloroplast is exposed to the sunlight. When this reaction center is exposed to the sunlight, automatically first phase, that is light absorption will occur. Means when these reaction centers are exposed to the sunlight, automatically it releases one electron. Means when these reaction centers are received the sunlight, they enter into excited stage, they will enter into high state by releasing electrons. So the electrons are released from PS1 and PS2. And then what are the electrons released by PS1 and PS2? How many electrons are released by PS1? That many electrons are entered into the PS1 which are released from PS2. Means, for example, PS1 released electrons, this is entered into the ferridoxine onwards, it will enter into the some kind of complexes, and finally which is stopped at the NADP plus. Means what are the electrons which are present near the PS1 that finally with many electron acceptors, when PS1 releases electrons, it reaches to the ferredoxine initially. Ferredoxine onwards, it will enter into the cytochrome, some kind of electron acceptors, and finally it reaches to the NADP. With NADP now electrons are there. How many electrons are lost by photosystem 1? It will observe the electrons which are released from the PS2. These electrons released by PS2 which enter into the iron sulfur complex, then after it enter into the cytochrome F, cytochrome B6, and finally they will enter into the plastocyanin and reach to the PS1. That means how many electrons lost by the PS1? That electrons it regained from which are released from the PS2. Now PS2 required these electrons. Here what happens? The last electron it get from the photolysis of water. That means first step is completed, absorption of light completed, and the second step is photolysis of water. Whenever it requires electrons, it take the electrons from the water. Means when two water molecules are there, it just get breakdown into 4 protons, 4 electrons. In this process oxygen is liberated. That means what are the electrons lost by the PS2? That electrons are just they are getting from the water. This process in presence of light, these are getting what? These are getting electrons. Breakdown of water molecule is taking places in presence of sunlight. Hence this stage is known as photolysis of water. And here whenever here electrons are there, that electrons are going to the PS2. Now protons, these protons are entered into the lumen, entered inside the lumen. Few of the protons reach to the NADP and which forms 1 electron plus 1 proton is equal to hydrogen. As per these, NADP forms into NADPH. Addition of hydrogens is known as reduction, as we said. So the third stage is known as reduction of NADPH. Means NADP forms into NADPH, and in this reaction also ATP is formed, means by the process of photophosphorylation. Whenever you see that inside the lumen protons are there, and inside the stroma also some kind of protons are there, due to a proton gradient difference, these protons which moves to the stroma with the help of ATPase complex, and which is F0 F1 ATPase complex. When these protons are moved from lumen to the stroma, which rotate the turbines of ATPase complex, which rotation responsible for addition of inorganic phosphate to the ADP, adenosine diphosphate, to form ATP molecule. Addition of the inorganic phosphate to the ADP to form ATP is known as phosphorylation. If it takes place inside the light, that is known as photophosphorylation. That photophosphorylation occur in 2 steps. One is non-cyclic photophosphorylation, and second one is known as cyclic photophosphorylation. Cyclic photophosphorylation. These very important in this reaction, these are very important concepts. And non-cyclic photophosphorylation involves both PS1 and PS2. Cyclic photophosphorylation occur only in PS2. That means PS1 releases electrons by several electron acceptors which reach to the PS1 once again. In this process, one ATP molecule is formed. Hence, ATP molecule is formed by the circular motion of the electrons. This is known as cyclic photophosphorylation. And non-cyclic photophosphorylation, whenever the electrons are moving from PS2 to PS1, there in the middle ATP is formed. This mechanism will discuss later in the chemi-osmotic theory. And here 3 components are formed. One is O2, second one is ATP, third one is NADPHS. NADPHS. So these ATP and NADPHS are considered as assimilatory powers, hence which are very important for assimilation of carbon dioxide. The remaining mechanism of dark reaction as well as Robert Emerson effect and red drop, these we will discuss, chemiosmotic hypothesis, this we will discuss in next class. Thank you.